Hello everybody, this is Dom, and today in this video I'm going to be going over what is shared content and how can I use it. Um, for this, uh, when I'm doing this kind of content scheduling, specifically shared content, to me it's useful to have multiple instances of the Publish tab open on my computer. So, it's the same calendar, the Dep Vet Affairs DME calendar, but I have it open twice. And the reason that I have it open twice is because I'm going to want to hop into the shared content uh, tab. It's actually over here, but I'm showing you this. An easy way to tell if you have available shared content is if you look at this bell up here to the right, top right, and you see a number next to it. That is an indication that there is some content that has been shared. In this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 new instances of shared content. Two of them were from a day ago, one from 6 hours ago, and one from 1 hour ago. So I can click through to it from right here. I can easily just click to it. If I see one, I can just, click it. I'm going to open it in a new tab if I can, and go straight to the content itself. Um, but another possibility that I can consider is just hop right over here to the shared content tab. So it's in publish and it's along this bottom, along this sidebar here, shared content. Now, one thing that I will say is I am fairly certain we have already scheduled this content to go out on our calendar. I think so. Let me check. No, that was yesterday. Anyway, I guess my point being that you would want to look through you would want to look and see if this content has already been shared. Um, Actually, it would have been shared in the feed channel. I'm gonna skip that one. Let's see. I think I'm gonna skip it, um, as it's going to be scheduled here pretty soon because it just got published to the blog, and I don't want to cross any. You know, I don't want to schedule something for publishing that is already going to be scheduled for publishing by another team. So I'm going to skip that particular one. But looky here. This is something that isn't already published to our blog. And it is from Dave Bartlinski. And he actually, they're from the Office of Research and Development team. And they share a lot of stuff. So be on the lookout for stuff from their team. In this case, I believe this is something that has been shared for for Twitter. You can click View Details, and it'll show you where it has been shared at VA Research on Twitter. So yeah, it looks like a nice Twitter post. I like to check what type of post it is before I use it, because if it's an Instagram post and it says at VA Research, well, that may not be the same handle on Instagram as it is on Twitter. Sometimes they're different. And sometimes, VA Ann Arbor may not even have an Instagram channel. So just using the same content across platforms sometimes works, but if you have a lot of handles and stuff in there, it often will not. And you want to be cognizant of that before you utilize it on a particular platform. You want to know, hey, what platform are these handles for? Because you can use it for different platforms. Like if I wanted to, I could click use this content and I could put it on Facebook if I wanted to, but it's clearly written for a tweet. So I'm going to click use this content, and so you can actually click use this content excuse me, sorry, from the shared content page. You can use it directly from here. And so there's a green button at the bottom here. Use this content. Click it, and you can choose what platform you want to use it for. I said earlier to click View Details so that you can easily see what platforms it has already been used on. For instance, as you can see right here, it's been shared on 2 Twitter accounts. That's easier to see when you hop into this details page. And then you can click use this content and click tweet. And this is going to, it already has everything ready to go for you right here. It's so easy. Um, and so most of their stuff from Office of Research and Development is good to go. One thing that I generally do is I will click and make sure these handles are legitimate before I go ahead and use it. This is a hashtag. Sometimes people make a typo or something and it'll end up taking you to a place that you maybe don't want to go. So yep, they all look legit. And then finally I will click the hyperlink and make sure that it is good to go, and it appears that it is. Yeah, so this this post looks good to go. It has some labels: VA Research, VA Research Spotlight. I think I'm just going to use it as is and go ahead. Now, I don't want it published now, and you won't be able to publish now. So you'll have to click Schedule for Social Studio, and that's where having a second tab of Social Studio open is useful. Because you'll be like, okay, where can I put this? 8:30 is locked out. Don't use that at all. We would rather not have you guys scheduling content at 8:30 in the morning. One place where you can use it, I mean, you can just schedule it for any other time. Here's 8:30 at night. Let's go ahead and use that. But you could, if you wanted, you could put it on another day. You could put it for 10:30, or actually, you could use it 10:30 on Wednesday here. 10:30 is open. So let's go right here. Yep. All right. So I'm not going to click on there, but I'm going to go back to this spot and I'll say tomorrow, August 21st, and go to 10:30 in the morning. All right. And then what you will do is save as draft. I can schedule it from Social Studio, but you should not have access to do so. So click Save as Draft, and you are done. And then it'll take us to drafts, and then we'll click out to the calendar, and it should show up tomorrow at 10:30. Right there is the infectious diseases post. So that is how you can use the shared content section to add content to the content calendar. And then you can, like I said, we already used that one, but this one, veteran-led service platoons are asking veterans and civilians to help communities with the At Mission Continue Day of Service to remember 9/11. Find out how you can help. Let me see the details on this one. This might be one that's already going to be shared. Yeah, when was this published? August 9th. Yeah, all right. That you could probably go with that because that was a while ago. It's the 20th today, and if people are just trying to raise awareness of this particular program, then that's not a problem. I don't think. You're not going to cross paths with the team that's over here because we do have a team that actually takes content out of this feed section, and this feed represents all of our blog posts, and we take them, and this team is going to take them and post them onto Social Studio. So I just don't want you to step on each other's toes there. So if you see something that references the blog, probably wait and let the team that's handling the feed channel go ahead and handle that. But since this one's from a blog post from back in early August, I would go ahead and say, you can use it. So click use this content and follow through the steps. Just this is I believe it was used for Twitter. Yep, it's better experience used for Twitter. 7 Twitter channels. Oh, or maybe I got 7 engagements. All right, cool. So use this content, choose a tweet, And then again, you go over this calendar and say, all right, where do I have room? And it looks like 2:30 is available. So for now, let's use Wednesday at 2:30. And keep in mind, uh, our team, if we have an issue and we want to move it around, we can do that, no problem. Here you would also add labels. So 9/11. Apparently we don't have that label yet, so let's make a label 9/11. Um, and then help communities. Yeah. All right. That's enough for that. Is that okay? Let's see. Mission continues. Mission continues. I think, yeah, that would be a good label as well. All right, and this thing's basically ready to go. Now look at the calendar. Tomorrow at 2:30 seems to be open, so I'll go ahead. Tomorrow, schedule from Social Studio. Tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. And then I will save it as a draft. And boom, you didn't even have to go out and find that content. That content found you. Um, and there's still more. There was 4 recently. This one, make appointments, lose weight, send secure messages, download. There's a lot of stuff right here. This was from yesterday. Somebody could go in and schedule this one. I'm not going to schedule it right now for the sake of brevity, but somebody could go in and schedule this one too. Um, Technically, this is probably something that could get scheduled still. It's 5 days ago, but you know. Anyway, the point is you can hop in shared content. If you see that little bell there, go ahead and hop in shared content. And if you find something there that isn't specifically about a brand new blog post, then go ahead and you can consider adding it to the calendar. Find a spot for it and go ahead and add it. If you have any questions, I'm in Slack. Let me know. I will answer. Thanks.